Hey guys, as we are wrapping up 2023 and also Christmas holidays are coming, I want to take this opportunity to do a video for any one of you who is going through a lot of challenges this year. And when I'm talking about challenges, I'm talking about you going through some kind of storm, some kind of challenges, crisis, such as maybe you have a bad breakup with a partner. Maybe you are going through life in a way that you never imagined and you don't know what to do. It could be your health, it could be your job, it could be your career, it could be your relationship. In 2023 is not exactly the year that you can be excited about because you're going through that storm. And I want to let you know I empathize any one of you who are not achieving the success or even feeling happy at this moment. But I want you to know that that's not end of the world because, we live in a life where we got to live based on faith and hope. And I want you to know that anyone who can get to a level where they can truly be happy and fulfill and being successful financially and mentally and spiritually and all that is not because they lack of challenges or crisis. It's really how they process and handle it. So I'm speaking to any one of you who's going through the storms, and I'm going to share with you what do you need to do to endure through those storms. First, I'm suggesting you and advising you to stay busy. Remember one thing, when you stay alone by yourself and you are not expose yourself to mentors, teachers, friends, positive talks and social connection with people, and when you stay by yourself and you are going through the storms because you have problems, whatever that might be. Again, it could be relationship, it could be business, it could be finance, it could be money, it could be career and job. You tend to go to a darker place because we have our own imagination. Most of us, we have what we call negative self-talk, more than positive self-talk. So stay busy, right? So go out, go to the gym, work out, you're staying busy, right? If you're in the sales and you're not doing well this year, stay busy. If you have a bad breakup in a relationship, stay busy with some friends, go out, do something productive, do something fun. When you are able to stay busy, you don't have time to think your current crisis in a negative way, all right? Doesn't mean that you don't think about it. It just simply means that you want to do something productive to occupy your time instead of thinking about something even more negatively. Now you're busy doing something more productively, right? So that's the first thing is to stay busy. And another thing is that it's time for us to change our perspective in life by practicing mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness is a big part of my life where sometimes I take times off and really take a moment to do meditation in a sense, think about what am I grateful for? The great thing that's happening in my life instead of focusing on what I don't have yet, what kind of thing that's happening in my life that's not exactly good for me right now. I'm thinking about, what am I already grateful for, right? And there are a lot of things, I promise you, if you think deep, there are a lot of things that we can be grateful for. It could be simply that we're alive, simply we live in America compared to other third world country, and just being human. It should be something that you should be grateful for because the chance for you to become a human, for you and I to become a human is 1 out of 400 trillion chances and odds, right? Maybe your kids, your families, people that believe in you. So you're shifting your mind into a perspective of what are you grateful for, right? Instead of another angle of what is happening in my life right now, everything sucks and people do me wrong and all that stuff, right? So mindfulness is going to help you to get through the storm and help you to endure through the storms. And what did you learn from it? Being mindful is also, big part of it is that out of this event that you believe is the most horrible event that's happening in your life, what did you learn from it? So that way you will be able to minimize the same mistake or avoid the same mistake. And I always tell people, if you make a mistake twice, the same mistake twice is no longer a mistake, it's a decision. You know what I'm talking about? So we all make mistakes. But if you learn from your mistakes, it's no longer a mistake, it is simply a lesson learned, and you become wiser and ultimately stronger, right? And surround yourself with positive support. It could be mentor, teachers, and people who've been through life more than you, and they have a lot more experience to share with you. That helps a lot. You know, a big part of my life is that I was willing to learn from people who had a lot more experience than I do, and I'm always like a sponge and listening to them. And sometimes listening to people is not just about the knowledge they give you, it's the perspective about what they've been through, right? If you're going through some tough time and you listen to someone that is ahead of you, or even not even ahead of you, and they just tell you, hey, you know, my kids go through the same thing. And then all of a sudden say, wow, I never thought of that way. Because this thing that I think is the biggest thing that's happening in my life, somebody else is going through that, but now this person's overcame it. That gives you what? Hope. So make sure you surround yourself with positive support. It could be peers, mentors, teachers, friends. Just make sure that you choose the right people that you want to be close to, because we can make those decisions in our life, right? And last thing, which is very critical, I think, is it's important for us to limit ourselves from negative ideas. Anything that's going to drag your energy down and pull your energy down, eliminate it, reduce it. It's important, because hey, do you think that is more powerful to be very positive, to be around people who's positive, or do you think it's more important, more critical to be not being around with people who's negative? You hear what I just say? Be around with people who's positive is more powerful, more influential to your success, or to be not around. Make a decision to be not around with negative people, right? You have to choose one. I'll tell you honestly, a lot of people think, hey, I'm gonna be around with positive people. Fantastic, that's important. I just said it earlier, but not being and choose not being around negative voice, negative people, toxic people is actually more important and more powerful to your success and growth than being around with positive people, right? If you do both of them simultaneously, get away from negative voice and negative people and be around with positive people, bingo. But what is the more important? If you have to choose this too, get away from negative people. I promise you that, all right? So I hope that my message, short and sweet today, and I gave you some pointers. And I wish you nothing but the best in 2024. Another new year is coming your way. Endure storms. The sun is coming out on your way. It's not end of the world when you go through challenges, because at the end of the day, people who are successful, fulfilling, happy, they all went through those storms. Okay, guys? Happy holidays, and I see you soon here. And take care, and always thank you for your support of all my contents. Again, if you feel there's any value to any of my videos, always feel free to share those videos to anyone that you love and believe can benefit out of my message and contents. Take care. JW here. If you like my content, comment below and download my JW Just Win app. See you next time.